Alright guys, hey, so as promised from my last video, I said I was going to do a video basically talking about the World Cup so far after the first sort of rounds of, it's the first one of games, and I just want to start off by saying that this World Cup has been actually mid, like the lack of quality of some of them, I'm like, mate, like, I think it's very evident to see that they haven't really been together for so long, They haven't really been together in terms of playing with each other and getting used to the sort of patterns and rhythms. Like, there hasn't been a lot of time for coaches to get on board with what they want to their players. And it's shown, man. It's really, really shown. I think this World Cup is about defences, and some of the defence, some of the defending we've seen in this World Cup has been absolutely amazing. Like, talk about the Saudi Arabia, I'm talking about South Korea as well, even like I know they lost in the end, but even like Ghana, I thought that was a good game. I think that was actually the best game of the whole tournament so far in terms of competitiveness. But yeah, let's just go through the fixtures, because I've actually watched it all, even though I've been at work. So I was into my boss gate, but I've still been watching it whilst I'm working, because like I said, some of them have been kind of boring. I'm sitting on Twitter, people are kind of chatting shit, saying, "Oh, this has been a 10 out of 10 World Cup." I'm like, no, it hasn't. Like, it just hasn't. Like, nothing will beat South Africa for me. I think that's just one of the best ones I think I've ever seen. So that's just cap. But I think as the time goes on, as you start getting rid of the ones that don't really show that quality, I think that's when it will stop up a bit. But I don't want to hear any bullshit that this is the best World Cup ever. Like, no. But anyways, let's go through it. So obviously first we had Qatar versus Ecuador. It was 2-0. Simple as, it was just a simple performance. Not much attacking threat from Qatar. I know they're currently losing to Senegal. Look, nobody expected Qatar to do anything this tournament. Let's be real. So, 2 goals from Ender Venezia. And, look. Will Ecuador get out of the group? Who knows? Because they're still yet to face Senegal. But, look, Qatar not making it. That's all I know for sure. But yeah. Then obviously we had England versus Iran, and obviously my boy Saka getting the 2 goals, got a brace as well on his debut. Got the man of the match. If I'm being honest, I don't think he should have got man of the match. If I'm being honest, I thought Jude was fantastic. I can't wait to see him tonight. I just really, anybody that gets Jude Bellingham this summer it's like, when you get fever pods, yeah, you get a player and then you get a whole full star by adding that guy in your squad. That is who Jude Bellingham will do. That is what Jude Bellingham will do. He is so good, bro. Like, I really, really want him out of Arsenal, man. Like, I could just see him there with Thomas Partey. Like, obviously, look, Granit Xhaka has been excellent for Arsenal, but I can just see him playing in that Xhaka role and just flourishing. Oh my god! And they seem to have good partnership there, some good friendship there between him and Saka. So obviously, Edin Saka could do something there for us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, England played really well. That's the penalty was such a bullshit penalty. Like, we should have had a penalty at the other end, but it is what it is. But look, I predicted I think 2-0 in my last video for the England game. And they showed me up, man. 6-2. I said 2-0 because I just didn't realise, I didn't really know how he's going to approach it, you know what I'm saying? But he went full on attacking, and I full on applaud that from him. He didn't try and, keep the ball or sort of act very defensively. So I'm really happy about that. Good result for England. And obviously, the same in our group as well. Wales and USA. It was 1-1 draw. And look, Wales just lost today as well. They're out. You're out. Like, you just are. They're out. Unless we somehow lose to the US today, they're out. they are out of the World Cup. So yeah, and I don't see that happening today at all. And I'll do another prediction of that in another video soon after this one, about the preview, a little preview of the England versus USA. Big game, big game. Then we had Senegal versus Netherlands, and look, like I said, Senegal, they've defended really well, and I did put them as my dark horses of this tournament. And look, I still think they can stick out of the scoop. You know, I still believe it. You know, they've got Netherlands, Qatar, and Ecuador. You know, I think Senegal will come out of this group, bro. I'll be real. I think they will. Yeah, but look, Netherlands played well as well. 2 goals in the last remaining moments of the game. You know, Gakpo, who I want at Arsenal, I think he'd be so much better than Murdoch, but it's what it is. Yeah, coming up the goods again. And you know what, yeah, when I was making that video in terms of who's going to win it and my prediction of the World Cup in general, I didn't really think Netherlands would do much this season, this tournament. But they didn't really look that great. Yeah, they were more of the possession side and they were the more attacking side. But I don't think they looked that great, if I'm being honest. I still think they like that attacking prowess that other teams have, if I'm being honest. But yeah, good result for them. But then obviously we go on to probably the main talking point so far in Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, losing to Saudi Arabia 2-1, and that is the shock of the tournament so far. You know, like nobody expected Saudi Arabia to win that game or even score possibly. You know, a lot of people like myself think, and I still have this belief that I'm not one of these, you know, wind-blowing fans or football fans that are like, as soon as a result doesn't go my way, all of a sudden I'm just an opinion. I still believe Argentina will go to the final. I think they're a really good team. They have a really good defense and a fantastic attack as well. Like, I just don't see why they won't be in the final. I really do think they'll be in the final. Maybe they won't come first in the group, but they definitely will come out of the group. So I'm not going to overreact. But look, at the end of the day, Saudi Arabia played really well. Deserved the win, by the way. Beautiful second goal. And yeah, look, Messi, I know he might feel dejected. I know everyone's going back on him. You know, and every time Argentina loses, he's responsible, isn't it? But I just think I have no problems whatsoever in terms of my predictions. I still think that Argentina will come to the final. But I don't think they'll win it. But yeah, they'll still come to the final. Next we got Mexico versus Poland. That was 0-0 draw. And if I'm being honest, Poland were trash. Poland were really trash. And I think that was one of the worst games, actually, if I remember correctly. That was one of the worst games this tournament so far. That was just poor. Obviously, Lewandowski missing a penalty. Fucking Ochoa bringing up his prime Buffon, prime Neuer, fucking prime Seaman, fucking prime Van der Sar, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, my guy just does loads from the World Cup. So, but yeah, that was still a dead game, bro. Let's have it right. It was a dead game. It's a fucking dead game. And it's just one of those things, man. Like, it's just not, the quality is just not there, innit? But it's what it is, man. Then obviously we had Denmark versus Tunisia, another dead game. I actually thought Tunisia played really well, actually. That's another defence that I thought did really, really well. Denmark were okay. In the first half, I remember I was thinking, what the hell? And that's another one that was a kind of a dead game. They came out better in the second half, as they should, having the more quality players. But, mate, it was just a bit dead, bro. Like, I just remember thinking, like, I'm just wasting time now. Like, this is just dead. But, yeah, 0-0. Look. That group's a toss-up, man, because France is definitely going through, who I'm going to talk about next. They're definitely going top. Had a little scare there against Australia when the event will go down, but no, I still think France will win it. And who will come with them, I don't know. It really could be a toss-up because I didn't see anything from Denmark. And people will probably previously say Denmark to finish second, but I just don't see it. I don't know. I can't tell you definitely that they'll do it. But yeah, and I said already, France are my winners, man. I think they're gonna win it. And that performance against Australia, it was just sublime. It was sublime. Came out afterwards, after they conceded, and just absolutely just dominated the game. And yeah, congrats to them. Then we had Morocco versus Croatia. If I'm being truly honest, that was another dead game. It was a dead game. Like people might think, oh, you know, Morocco had good chances and Croatia had good chances, but overall, guys, it was a fucking dead game, man. That was actually one of the deadest games as well. Like I just couldn't believe it. And they're in a group with Belgium as well and Canada, which I will go on to next, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Canada should have won that game. Canada should have won that game. And you know what's funny is that Belgium are ranked second in the World Cup rankings, and they don't look it. How can Eden Hazard, an overweight, finished player, be their best player ahead of like De Bruyne? Are you dumb? I just don't see them getting past the round of the 16. I think they'll make out the group, because I just think the quality they have. Who's in the group again? Morocco and Croatia and Belgium. I don't see it. I don't see them not getting through. So I think they'll get through easily. But if Canada could just finish, then they would have won. They would have won that game cleanly, fam. But that's the thing about it. If you don't finish your chances, you just don't win, innit? And yeah. Next we have Germany versus Japan, and as another shock of the season, maybe not as much as Saudi Arabia, but Japan versus Germany was one of the best games, actually. It was just, there was some quality in that second half, man. Obviously, my boy Tomiyasu came on, changed the game as well. I just think Japan, even in their last World Cup as well, Japan were doing something as well, remember? So it's not really much of a shock. Obviously, it's a shock in terms of, obviously, people thought Germany would win like easily. But Japan played really well in the second half, man, and deserved to win it. And, you know, they're in a group with Spain and Costa Rica, who I will come on to next, because I think Spain were just meh. But, you know, I already said that the flop of the season of the tournament would be Germany, and I stand corrected. And I'm not just saying that only because they lost, but I said this before. I don't see the attacking prowess that they had. I mean, the only way they scored was a penalty. It was a very clumsy penalty. Other than that, I didn't see them scoring, I'll be real. I mean, they had a good few chances, I'll be real, but Japan defended for their lives, man. And honestly, I just don't see Germany doing anything, man. Maybe they'll make it out of the group, maybe, because Costa Rica are really dead. But they won't beat Spain. Maybe, I don't know. They might not make it, actually, now thinking about it. But yeah, anyway, let's just get into Spain and Costa Rica, 7-0. And when I was making my predictions as well, I didn't really put Spain in there as well, you know. I just thought they would have a good run to the quarters and maybe that's it. But that was actually the best performance of the tournament so far. Like, full on demolish it. And you know what now, yeah, I'll be real with you lot. I'm starting to see the hype of Pedri and Gavi, fam. I'm starting to see the hype, because I wasn't one of them ones that were jumping on their dicks, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. But there's definitely technical ability there, fam. Controlled the whole midfield, fam. And obviously, Gavi got his goal. It was Gavi or Pedri? I think it was Gavi, what am I talking about? I forgot it now. But yeah, look, best performance of this tournament, and now obviously people put him as favourites, as you do, you know. It's just, but I don't think they're better than England, if I'm being honest. I don't think Spain are better than England overall, I mean, and I don't think they're better than France. I don't think they're better than Brazil, and that's why I don't think maybe they can, or even Argentina, maybe they can beat Brazil. I can see it happening. And I know that's a lot of people's favourites, Brazil, but I just don't see it. But I think Brazil will come third. I don't know. But Spain, I kind of had to rethink that one still. But I still don't think they will be in that top 4 in terms of the, podiums. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll be there. But yeah, good performance. But Costa Rica made it look very easy as well. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can just forget about qualifying. Then it was Switzerland versus Cameroon. Even though it was 1-0 to the Swedes, I mean, Cameroon didn't really show that much attacking threat, if I'm being honest. I just didn't really. Switzerland, look, and they will struggle. I don't think they will. I think they will get past the group. But I just don't see. I just don't see Cameroon doing anything this tournament. And it's mad because I know Ete will put them as like runners up or something like that, or winners. I don't know how you do that, but nah. But it's mad though because the guy that scored for them was born in Cameroon and he didn't celebrate. And I'm just there like, it's a bit weird, but I'll be real when like, it just goes to show, man, like, black people just it's just not, we're not, how can I put this in a diplomatic way? How can I say this very diplomatically? We're just not like suited, we're not suited, but like we're too quick to try to please other people. Let me just leave it like that. I just want to leave it like that because I thought that was really weird. I don't know how, you're telling your family, oh look, mama scored or dada scored, and it's against the country of their origin. I don't know, man. But yeah, Uruguay versus South Korea. Uruguay just look like, if I'm being honest with you, they're trying to get all the gang together and try and win this tournament, and it's just not gonna work. So look, Luis Suarez is past his best. Darwin Núñez is not there yet, if I'm being honest. Cavani didn't really have much to do. He came in quite late, if I'm being honest. Because Luis Suarez should be subbed up ages ago. Valverde doing his thing. I thought Bentancur had a good game. But yeah, look, Uruguay will also make it through. Let's have it right, Who's in the group again? Let me just remember. It's who's in the group? Portugal and Ghana. I've got my notes in here so I can see the scores properly, because I'm not going to remember all the fucking scores, am I? And obviously Ghana lost yesterday. There's Portugal, and look, Portugal have something to worry about, if I'm being honest with you. I don't see them doing much this. I think they'll get past the group, yeah. Especially bearing in mind that the group consists of Uruguay and South Korea, but I just don't see. I don't see them not go passing, but I don't see them doing anything in this tournament either. I know a lot of people are really hoping for that Portugal versus Argentina, Ronaldo versus Messi. Obviously, Ronaldo got his goal yesterday, broke that record for scoring on 5 different World Cups, but I just don't think they're doing anything, man. That defense looks mad shaky, bro. Cancelo, we've been going about Trent all season, but Cancelo defending sometimes is a bit suspect, fam. And Ruben Diaz as well, bit suspect. But he hasn't really been starting a lot for Man City, so he's kind of gone for Laporte and Stones or Kanji. So I don't know, man. It's looking kind of weird, man. Then if it wasn't for that slip, that would have been a 3-3 draw. And you know what? Yeah, even though I'm Nigerian, yeah, like Ghana, I'm not gonna lie, are one of the best attacking football teams in Africa, if not the best. Like they were playing triangles around the Portuguese players, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they play good football. Like they actually play good football, and I think they can cause a lot of teams problems. I think they might go through. I think they could. I think they could go through. I can see them beating Uruguay. I can. You know. I wouldn't be surprised if Ghana go through. You know, all of Africa behind it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then obviously the last game of the round, shall I say, Brazil versus oh there. Who did they face yesterday? Oh my days. Who did Brazil face yesterday? I'm actually sure. I forgot. Oh, Serbia. Thank you, Serbia. Yes. Yeah. Look, it wasn't really a great performance in the first half. That goal though from Richarlison, look, he's a good player. Yeah. It's just like he's not worth 60 million, and he plays for Spurs. So obviously, I think he's a dickhead. But look, it was a fantastic finish. You got to put your hands up when it's it's too good like that. So yeah. Look, I still don't think they'll win it. They've got a lot of attacking prowess though, and depth. That is one thing that's scary. But I just don't think they have that defensive depth to win it. And like I said in the beginning, this looks like a World Cup for defences. And hence why I don't think England will win it. And hence why I think France will win it. Because I think the defence is just the best. But yeah, look, it was a great game from Brazil. 2 goals for Richarlison. And yeah. Overall, I would say at this moment of time, like I said, it's kind of been mid, bro. Like, quality hasn't been there. There's been some 0-0 draws that I've been just like, mate. Like, even some 1-0 draws, I'm like, mate. You know, I want to see some action. You know, I will touch on this a little bit because it was kind of today, so I might as well touch on it. But Wales, you know, like, you know what? They should have no complaints whatsoever. Like, they have been playing to draw all game. And even against Iran, they were trying to play for a draw. And then when Hennessy gets the first red card of the tournament, and it just goes down here from there. You know, it's just they deserve to lose. I'm sorry, they don't deserve to be in this tournament. You know, I'd rather have Scotland than Wales. They don't look good, bro. They don't look like a team, if I'm being honest with you. It just looks like Gareth Bale trying to talk to them, and then they're like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I'm sorry to say it, man. Sorry to the Welsh people. Like, I love Welsh people, but the team is just a bit dead, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still relying on Bell and Aaron Ramsey, like, and Davis. Like, my God, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But guys, thank you for watching. Look, I'm gonna say this again. My predictions that I said in the beginning, which were France to win it, then Argentina, Brazil, and England, it doesn't change. Nothing has shown me, even this moment in time. I know, like I said, Argentina lost against Saudi Arabia. That is the shock of the tournament so far. But I still believe in what I believe in, and I believe in my predictions. And I know I'll be right. And nothing in this tournament so far has shown me that I should adjust my predictions. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. But I want to do another video, like I said, for the England game, just a little preview before we face USA. Then I do another sort of video like this, sort of giving it another roundup of the second round of the games, which obviously starts today. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Subscribe, like, all of that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.